Hey guys, this is a in-depth video of my new smoke detector display wall. And I have just finished putting this one together. This is, I think, phase 3. I think I mentioned in my video tour. It's not the final form. It's definitely my favorite form of it so far. Basically, let me tell you where this started. So back when I was living at the old house, you probably remember this if you've been around on my channel for a long time. My old house had this little room called the attic room, which was just basically a very short walk-in closet above at the top of the staircase. That was the room which contained the door to the attic. And it had wood paneling all over the walls, so I was able to screw in smoke detectors and display them, which I thought was really cool. I liked to kind of showcase different units, and when we moved, I of course had to take it down. I also put a lot of holes in that wood paneling, unfortunately, that the new owners probably don't like, but hopefully they don't care, but that's not important. Anyways, so then this came to be. I always wanted a place to display my detectors in the new house, but I never got around to it because the walls in this thing are cinder block. So it's an unfinished basement. Or actually, technically, yeah, unfinished, I guess. Only the ceiling out there is painted black, but it's an unfinished basement. The walls are cinder block, not covered with any wallboard or anything. So I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to drill into cinder block 11, 12 times to put in so many units. So my dad had the idea of this pegboard, and I said, you know, that's a pretty good idea. So we went out and got it. It took us forever to hang it up because we wanted to paint the wall, which we did just last week, which I actually did forget to mention in my last video, the tour. So we hung the pegboard up, which really wasn't that hard to do. The hardest part was actually getting the things level, but we did it, and I put detectors on and made little labels, and I think it looks great. So I'm just going to go through each unit that's up here. Just a brief description. Of course, you've probably seen all these in my videos. I can't think if there's any that I haven't made a video of. I don't think there is. I think I've made videos of all of these. But let's start here. So this here is the D Earli-Gard EGD 5B. I did make a video on this. This one is from the early 80s. And then next we have the First Alert SA80FD, which I recently made a video on. And this one's from the mid-80s. And then we have the Sears 346.57046. Actually, did I get that model number wrong? I think it might be 350. Let me check really quickly. Yeah, it's 350.57046. I got the model number on the label wrong. I will remake that. But I also don't want to because my printer is not working with my computer currently. But we'll do that. And next we have the First Alert or Smoke Alert SA76RS. This one's made by Fyrnetics, by the way, which you probably already knew. Then we have the GE Home Sentry 8201-301. This is the second one that I had. The first one that I made a video of, I actually gave that one to a friend. This one I got off somebody on Facebook had contacted me, and they gave this one to me. I provided them with new ones, and they gave me the old ones. So, and the cover was painted. That's why it's so bright white. And then we have the First Alert SA120. I haven't made a video on this one, but this one's escape light doesn't work, so that's probably why. And then we have the Can-Am Fire Angel FA1, which I also made a video of, the very unusual rare unit. And the First Alert SA90LT, this one came out of my grandma's house, because this one has the light test, and I made a video on this one and its two siblings years ago. This is the only one I have left. The other ones I gave to friends and they're long gone, so this is the last remaining one. And then we have the Statitrol SmokeGard 770, which I just made a video on a few days ago, actually. And This is the most recent edition. I just thought it belonged on the display because it's such a rare, unique unit. Yeah. Then we have the FireX FXB-1. Of course, this is the very early model with no test button and the squealer horn. And then the Entronic Vigilante ES3 made by JS&A, which I recently made a video on as well. And the Gillette Captain Kelly Model 929 12.6 volt battery powered smoke detector. And I have an old video on this one as well. I tested it with a 9-volt battery, but yeah, I have the hardwired version of this, or the line cord version of this, up in my room. And then the next side, the right side, these are not in any particular order, by the way. The Pyrotector Smoke Sentinel, model 30-77L. I previously stated this was rebranded by Heathkit, but this particular one is not. That was just the one that Nathaniel has. But I actually recently also found out that these are actually Smoke Sentinels. They are the later version of the square model. And yeah, so then we have the BRK 1200, which I recently made a video on as well, and the GE 8201-401C Home Sentry. This is the brown base one. I have the Home and Away travel one, which is the same thing basically. That one's upstairs. And the Honeywell TC89B-1, or yeah, TC89B-1018. This is the contractor model, the rarer of the two that I have. I actually have had 3 of these. I had one contractor model, or I had the retail model, and then I got this contractor model. Then I gave my retail model away to a friend, and then I got another retail model. So this is the second of the 3 that I've had. And then the Sunbeam Centurion 45-21, made by Pyrotector, and the Fyrnetics Lifesaver F900D. I didn't make a video of this one, I don't think. I still need to do a video of this one. I used to have 2 of these. I gave one to a friend. But I did make a video on the Fyrnetics. And then the Sears 246.57313 with the escape light. And the Teledyne Water-Pik D-1, the enormous 10-inch, almost 10-inch spaceship-looking detector that we all love. And the BRK 1769 ACI. I have another one of these now. This is, I think, which one is this? Is this the first one, the one that I did make a video on? I actually can't remember, because I know I have 2 of these. And then the Sears 462.57474, made by Nalcor, one of the kind of obscure Sears models that not a lot of people know about. And the Honeywell CD200A, another classic, and the Entronic Vigilante 2 ES7. Currently, none of them are powered, I don't think. Actually, I think the Vigilante 2 might be powered. Yeah, it is powered. Just because I had that one in my room and I had a battery in it on the wall, and I just didn't feel like opening the cover to take the battery out because the cover is a pain to get off. I think eventually, once I get batteries, I'm going to start powering a few of them. And hardwired ones, maybe the BRK or the SmokeGard, if I can find a way to safely power the hardwired ones. Because that's why I didn't want to do a lot of hardwired ones, because the wires, thankfully the BRK doesn't have wires that hang out, but the SmokeGard does. Yeah, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this quick, just kind of brief review of my smoke detector display wall. Thank you for watching, and more to come.